Okay, so I'll just proceed in the same thing. So let's go to the level 1 and let me delete this. Okay, first thing is, let us study this plan. What are the requirements? So it is having 225 mm masonry and partition wall is of 140 mm, and these are the door specifications. Okay, so first let us draw the external wall. So they have given the dimension center to center, right? So let us draw it. So I'm choosing the wall and of category 225 mm masonry. So we have 225 mm masonry directly, and first thing is, let us start drawing from bedroom. Okay, so it is of 3600 by 3000. Center line I'm just choosing. Three thousand. Okay, next is kitchen. It is of 3000 by 3000. So center to center, right? So let us start with the center line reference itself. So again we have 4900. So I'll proceed here itself. Okay, next alt tab. Okay, don't get confused. Here it is showing the dimensions inner to inner. Okay, here it is showing the dimensions inner to inner. So we have center to center. Okay, so now I'll proceed drawing here at this corner. So it is of 3500. Keep it straight, and again 3600. Okay, next upwards 3600. Change the orientation, give the value of 3600. Okay, so next 2100. Okay, so next we have to go for 2200, this value for washroom. Okay, yeah, here we have made a mistake at the top because this value is not that much. Let us trim this. Okay, so this is the entire one from here to here, not from here, not from until this. So until this it is of 3500 only. Okay, create similar. Okay, now joins. So next we have partitions here. So here all the partitions are same, only at the bathroom here they have changed the thickness to 140 mm. So let us draw 3500 we have here partition. So you can find the endpoint intersection here. Just draw it. What is the dimension? It is of 3600. Enter. And let me join this here. Okay, from this corner. Next, for this here we have partition of 140 mm. Okay, so let me change the type to 140 mm. Okay, from this we have distance from center to the distance is 2200, right? So what I'm taking here, I'm choosing the offset, giving it as offset 2200. Okay, and I'm specifying the center line here and flip the direction. Okay, so from its center to this center it is of 2200 mm. So now we have drawn the walls. Let us cross check whether the wall property. Let me select all instances. Yeah, up to level 1 to level 2 only. All the walls are having level 1 to level 2 only. Space bar to flip the direction, space bar. Okay, so let us see here. Here in the walls we have door openings, right? First, doors of size 915 by 2032. So D is for only at living, in the living area. So door 915 by 2032. This is the one. So let us place it here. Okay, next D1 sizes for the bedrooms, kitchen. So D1 is of 864 by 2032. Change that property 864 by 2032. What is the direction? Towards inside. Okay, next D2 is of 762 by 2032. Let us change the type. Okay, next thing is we have to place the windows. So windows is of 915 by 1220. So go to Windows category, select Windows. This is the one. Okay, so place it. For the time being, I'm just placing it somewhere. Okay, the time being. So you need. Okay, so if you observe in the plan we have opening here. Okay, we have opening here. So to create the opening, the same thing we have seen on the earlier topics, that is wall openings. Let us create arch type opening here. Okay, so to create the arch type opening, so either we can go with opening the section, creating the sectional view. So let me create the section view here. Okay, and let's open the section view. And this is a wall where I would like to create the opening. Click on edit profile and let us draw the opening profile. So here you can go with the dimensions as well. For the time being, I'm not going with dimensions. I'm just taking something. Okay, and need to delete the overlapping part. These are all already discussed topics. Okay, let us see it in 3D. Yeah, we have created opening here. Okay, we have created an opening here. So next thing is, let us draw the floor. So I'm drawing outer to outer, okay, for reference purpose. Okay, then click on finish. So now, so we have drawn the floor, right? So this is our floor. So on the floor, we need to place the components. So we need to place the components here. What are the components? So here we have dining table, bedroom, and sofas and everything, right? So how can we get this kind of furnitures and all? Okay. So we have an option here, components. Okay. Click on components. So as usual, by default, we'll get some components. Here we have only desk in the components. So if you want to load it, click on load families. Okay. So the same folders, in the same folders, you will get your furniture folder. Okay. Select the furniture folder. So in the furniture folder, you can see beds, seating arrangement. Okay. Beds, these are the seating, and these are the tables. Here you can find dining table. Okay. First, let me place the dining table. Select the dining, then click on open. Okay, so by default I have got 4 shade dining table. So if you want to increase the size or number of shades, you can proceed with the type selector. Here you can find 3 types of dining tables. Okay, so let me place this. Okay, next thing is, look at this, the placement is level 1. Level 1 above the floor, it will place level 1 on the floor. Okay, next again I just want to load beds. Okay, go to load family, click on beds. These are the default types. So let us place this type, then click on open. Okay, here you can find certain sizes for the beds, twin, double, queen. Choose the type you require. Okay, after choosing is, now the bed orientation is towards upward, right? So if you want to change its orientation, select spacebar. Click on spacebar, it will change the orientation. Okay, you click on spacebar, it will change the orientation. Like this, you can change the orientation, and then you can place it as per your requirement. Okay, after changing the orientation, you can place it as per your requirement. Okay, so next thing, we have the sofas here, right? Click on load families and seating arrangement. Go to seating, you can see sofa. These are the types, so you can choose the one required. I'm choosing this one. Loading. Spacebar. For this also, you can click spacebar to flip its orientation. Okay, I'm placing the sofa here. Okay, so if you want to place equipments, plumbing equipments, you can go for the folder plumbing. Okay, so in the plumbing, go to architectural. In the water heaters, you can find an equipment. In the fixtures, you can find the other components, bath tubes, drains, sinks, showers. Okay, so you can choose. So this is a 2D notation. Okay, this is only 2D notation. You can able to see only it in plan view. If you want the 3D one, you can go for the 3D part. Okay, this is a 3D. Select open. So you can place it here. So even the size also you can adjust from the type selector. And if it is not present, you can go with edit type. Click on edit type, duplicate, and change its size. Okay. And even sinks also you can place it from here. Okay. So all the components required to us, we can place from the component load family. Okay. So in this you can find these are the many more folders. Okay. These folders you can load those and you can place it. If you want plantings, you can go for plantings from here. Site related elements, you can go for site. And in the kitchen related, if you want kitchen related things, go to caseworks. Base cabinets you can find here, and wall cabinets. These are the wall cabinets. Countertops in the kitchen. Okay. Next is our tall cabinets. So let's place the base cabinets first. So I'm choosing this one. Then click on open. Okay. It's again load family. We can adjust its properties from the properties palette. From the properties palette, we can adjust its properties. Okay. So now we have placed. Let us see it in 3D view how it will looks. Click on 3D option. So it takes some time because we have kept in realistic. So as the components, number of components increases, the working will be less. Okay. The efficiency will becomes less. Look at this. So here for the base cabinet has been flipped. Let us flip its direction. Press tab for the chain selection. Okay, you can adjust its height also. Select this one. You can adjust its height. So elevation from bottom, from level. Okay. Height offset. You can adjust its height. If you give the positive value, it will goes upwards. If you give the negative value, it will go downwards. Okay. Okay. So likewise, we can change its heights and orientations. So placement of components, is it clear? How do we view camera and walkthrough? That is the last topic. Yeah, is it clear until this topic? Components. Yeah. Now let us see the next topic, that is placement of columns. Placement of columns. So let me extend this floor. Click on edit boundary. I'm editing this boundary. I'm creating an extension here outside so that I can explain you the placement of columns easily. Okay. So for suppose in the elevation, I just want some columns which are just placed for architectural purpose. Okay. So if you want to place such kind of things, keep it in the plan view and click on this column here. So in the columns you can find here structural column and architectural column. Select column architectural. Okay. So in the type selected you will get default rectangular columns. Okay. If you want to load other columns, you can click on load family. Go to the columns folder. Here you can find columns folder. So look at this. These are some default sizes. Okay. Default types of columns. Click on the one required. So even we can go with changing the diameter. Here currently it is of 16 mm diameter. So if you want, you can change it by going through edit type and duplicate. So for the first time, I'm just placing it as it is. Okay, 2 columns I have placed. Let us see it in 3D. Look at this. Here its diameter is very much high, so now I'll proceed with editing it. Click on edit type, duplicate. I'm taking the diameter of 300 mm. Okay, diameter as 300 mm, and in the diameter here, change it to 300. And even you can change the material. So we want to let us take some wooden material. Can go with wood material. Okay, then click on OK here. Now look at this. Its radius size diameter has been reduced. This is a diameter. Let us change this one as well. Select this and change the category. Okay, this is how we can place the columns. So even we can place other columns as well. Click on load family, select the required one, click on OK. It will be loaded. You can place it wherever it is required. Okay, so for this also, if you want to do changes, look at this. For the columns, it is having 150 150 and 305 610 mm diameter. We can change this as well. Okay, you can change the type. You can place. So this will use in elevation designs. Okay, this will helps us in the elevation designs. So is it clear? Placement of columns. So here look at this. For the column, the base level is level 1 and the top level is level 2. So if you want to attach the column to the topmost level, for suppose if it is a 4th level or 5th level, you can simply change the level here. Okay, you can simply change the level here. So it will attach the level. It will accommodate the column in between those two levels. Okay. If you want to have the offset as in wall, if in any cases, okay, if any cases, if you want to have the offset, you can click on, you specify the base offsets and top offsets as well. Yeah, so now it's time to wind up the session. So if you have any doubts, you can come up with your doubts. So before going to wind up the session, let's recall the today's topics. Okay, so overall, okay, briefly I'll just recall that. So one is, we have seen doors, windows. Okay, along with the doors and windows, we have seen how to create doors and windows of our own sizes and how to load the doors from the load family options and the placements of door and windows, and then components. Okay, then placement of columns, and then floor. In the floor, we have seen how to draw the boundary of the floor and what are the conditions to draw the floor and everything. And then we have seen how to assign the ceramic tiles and everything, how to add the layers in the floor. So these are the few topics that we have learned today, and also we have seen the navigation tools.